Dr. William Samuel Ruto, the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Senate, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Mama Rachel and the family, Cabinet Secretaries present, the Attorney General, Permanent Secretaries present, Cabinets who are present with us, Senators, Members of Parliament and County Assembly, distinguished leaders, members of the clergy, led by our Bishop, Dr. Langat, family, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I think this afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. We have come here today not to mourn, but to celebrate the life of Edwin Koech. And to start with, I would like to thank all of you who have created time to come and celebrate the life of this great man, Mzee Edwin Koech. You are all welcome. Secondly, I would like to appreciate and thank all those who have stood with us during this trying moment, especially the government of Kenya, led by His Excellency, because when he got the news, he sent his message of condolence immediately to the family. Your Excellency, we are very grateful for what you have done to this family. And the entire government of Kenya for the support they have given us during this time. Also, special thanks goes to the church, all the churches. My brother passed on Sunday, and we took the body on Monday to Nairobi. We are not informed the church, but when we got back from Tenwek Hospital, the church had already pitched a tent at the home. So we want to give special thanks to the church for the spiritual support they have given us during this time. They have been camping at the home of Edwin for all those many days. So we want to thank everybody, and we want to thank everybody who has touched us and given us the messages during that time. We are here as a family, as I said, and as the Bishop said, to celebrate the life of Edwin. And as a family, we are giving you all the time to celebrate with us. So we are not going to take a lot of time as a family. We'll take a very short time so that we give time to members, everybody who has come here to celebrate with us the life of Edwin. And on that note, I would like to request, the grandchildren to give their tribute to Mzee Edwin, led by Mark Chirchir.
Good afternoon, Church. Good afternoon once again. I will be reading the tributes on behalf of the grandchildren of our late grandfather. It is hard to imagine a world without you, because you were never just a part of our lives, you were the foundation of it. You were there for everything, from the earliest days of school, to milestones that shaped who we are, to quiet, ordinary moments that somehow became unforgettable. We thank you for SOT, the home that you built for us, not as a place, but as a feeling. The sound of your black radio in the mornings, the laughter that followed your stories, the crates of soda at Christmas, the warmth of sitting with you as you shared wisdom in the simplest ways. You had a way of making each of us feel seen. You remembered the small things, followed up on our dreams, and checked in, not out of obligation, but out of genuine love. You listened deeply and patiently, and in doing so, you gave comfort in ways words never could. Your lessons were simple, but they shaped our lives. Work hard, stay grounded, honor family, and walk with God. Whether it was through a quiet reminder or a shared story, you showed us that excellence is built in everyday moments. You were a man of quiet strength, never loud and yet deeply present. A steady guide, a source of wisdom, and a pillar we could always rely on. Through you, we learned who we are, where we come from, and what it means to carry ourselves with integrity. Because of you, we are not just cousins, we are a family bound by love, unity, and shared roots. That is your legacy, and it lives on in all of us. Though you are no longer here with us, your voice, your laughter, and your lessons, and your love remain. We carry them in how we live, how we love, and how we show up for one another. Thank you, Bomori, for every moment, every lesson, and every memory. We will miss you deeply, and we will carry you with us always. Rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Second, I would like to call a representative of the sibling to pay tribute to Mzee Edwin Koech, Caroline Wambua.
Good morning, Church. On behalf of the family, I would like to share tribute
in honor of our dad, a man who truly meant so much to all of us.
in loving memory of our dad, the patriarch of our family, and the foundation of everything we are. If there is one word we would use to describe Dad, it would be present. He was always there, steady, dependable, and full of quiet strength. He loved us so deeply and equally, and we never had to question that love. Dad believed in the simple but important things: faith, family, discipline, and education. Education especially meant everything to him. He made sure we went to the best schools, followed our progress closely, and always encouraged us to aim higher and never to settle. And he didn't just say it, he showed it. We remember those early years so clearly. Term after term, without fail, Dad and Mom would drive us to school, come for midterm, and pick us when schools closed, often in the red pickup, KLU 800. And on the rare occasion he couldn't make the trip, he made sure we got there safely and waited to hear that we had arrived well. That was Dad, present, consistent, and faithful. He was also a disciplinarian, but in the way that shapes you for life. He didn't need to repeat himself. He taught us responsibility, respect, and discipline. Every evening, he would sit with us, talk to us, and guide us. At the time, it may have felt strict, but today, we understand those lessons built who we are. Family was everything to him. He brought us together often, and those gatherings became the heartbeat of our lives. Even as adults with families of our own, to him we were always the children. That was his love, constant and unwavering. He also grounded us in faith. Every evening we would gather to pray, always starting with gratitude, no matter how the day had gone. As we grew older, he remained just as present. Through school, work, and life, he supported us, encouraged us, and celebrated every milestone. And he extended that same love to his grandchildren, guiding them, encouraging them, and taking pride in who they are becoming. We will always cherish the simple moments, the family trips, the laughter, the conversations, and just being together. Dad, you are our anchor, our guide, and our safe place. Now when we see your empty seat, we are reminded that the loss is real and it is heavy. But even in that, we hold on to what you gave us. Because of you, we are grounded. Because of you, we value discipline, education, faith, and family. We are grateful that in your final days, you are surrounded by family, love, and peace. Dad, thank you for everything. You fought the good fight. You have finished the race. You have kept the faith. Rest well, Dad. You will always be in our hearts. Till we meet again. Thank you.
At this juncture, before I call the next person, I'd like to recognize the presence of the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service, Mr. Philip Koech. We have not mentioned you. Apologize for that. I would like at this juncture to end our tribute by calling on Mama Rachel to come forward and read our tribute.
His Excellency, Dr. William Samuel Arap Ruto, and his entire government who are here today, of whom I can't say their names. I always see them in TV. So you are welcome to our home, because the loss of my husband, whom I love, and he loved his children too much. So my tribute will be read by my daughter.
I will read Mom's tribute to Dad. Tribute to my dear husband, Edwin. Edwin was a beloved husband. He loved me deeply, and we spent so much of our lives together, traveling far and wide, sharing daily life and building our home. He worked hard to ensure we never lacked anything and was always present for our family. He supported me wholeheartedly in my career as a teacher until I retired. We were blessed with 10 children, and as their father, Edwin was a priest of our home. He loved them dearly and instilled Christian values in them as the foundation for success. He believed education was the key pillar of their future, and he worked tirelessly to take them to the best schools in Kenya. In our early days, nearly all our resources went toward their education. He adored our grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and he prayed for each one of them by name. The verse that has always inspired our family is Psalms 133, verse 1. Edwin believed in our future, and to make that vision real, he made the bold decision to relocate from the ancestral home in Kericho County to Chebango in Bomet County. Starting life in Chebango was a real struggle. We moved into a settlement scheme that was still a forest, with no schools, churches, roads, hospitals, or basic amenities. Together, we worked hard to help establish those facilities. Looking back at where we are today, I can only say God has been gracious to us. Edwin was a loving brother to all his siblings. He equally loved his in-laws, relatives, and neighbors. He was present at every family gathering and event, and he extended his support to everyone around him, including his neighbors. He was extremely kind and generous, always sharing his resources with his siblings, extended family, and the community. We spent his last moments together as a family. He left us happy and cheerful, and I am certain he has gone to be with the Lord. I will miss you so much. Fare thee well, Edwin, till we meet again. Signed, Mom.
So I have one word to say. The third day, 19th of April, very early in the morning, I always wake up and give him medicine. And after he has taken medicine, I asked him how he slept. And he told me, today I slept very nicely. I am happy because God helped me. Then I hold his arm like this and tell him, now you pray. Then he started praying. I said, Kosa, sayat negi karara mise. Koto go to shote abwatole. Legoki meet sayat kusir betu segala. And then kong king kotara sakane. Ako togi mitakane missing amunga by baito. After that, ole kujam go saita gul nango toru. That day kole morwe because it was a Sunday. Konget aqua bathroom. And then ate ben ole I wuna mitwa